Part 4 of the Stettynskloof Pass covers the section from the 14th to the 17th kilometer. If you intend driving this pass, it's very important to watch parts 1 through 3 sequentially, which includes the Google Earth orientation clips as well as other important information pertaining to safety, tourism, history and technical matters. The developed yield of the Breda water management area was not fully utilized in 1995, but the unutilized portion was fully allocated to urban or agricultural requirements and is likely to be fully utilized in the near future. Parts of the Breda water management area are severely infested by alien vegetation, which causes significant reduction in stream flow. From a planning point of view, the priority for addressing the problem of alien vegetation is higher in the Breda River Basin than in other areas. Urgent action for the eradication of alien vegetation may be required to protect the existing development. Large quantities of water are at presently exported to the Berg River water management area for agricultural use and for the steadily increasing requirements of the Cape metropolitan area. The geology of the area is dominated by compact strata of the Cape supergroup. Along the coast and in the valley floors in the northwest, porous, unconsolidated to semi-consolidated sediments are found. Extensive areas of limestone occur along the coastal strip. Some 20,000 different plant species occur throughout South Africa. These are, however, not randomly distributed within the region, but are organized into distinct communities, largely dependent on the prevailing climatic conditions. The Breda water management area is located within the Western Cape, and the vegetation within this province is dominated by karoo and charoid types, temperate and traditional forest and scrub types. Various proteus species are found in this part of the kloof. At the 14.7 kilometer mark, there's a sharp left-hand initiated S-bend which drops down quickly into an attractive side ravine. There's a small bridge here, and below it's a very good swimming spot. There's ample parking for about 6 cars on the left. The spot is known as Haralmansgat, and the ravine seen disappearing up into the mountains on the left is of course Haralmanskloof. If you have about 90 minutes spare, why not take a walk up the ravine for about 40 minutes, where you'll arrive at a spectacularly beautiful waterfall. It flows year-round and the water in the stream is perfectly potable, but be warned, this is not a proper footpath, but rather a series of vague tracks which often split up confusingly into several options. Follow the cairns and you can't really get lost, as the river is always present. Watch where you put your feet, as there are hundreds of slippery rocks and places where you can injure yourself, and especially if you get your shoes wet after the many river crossings. The nearest town to the Stettynskloof is of course Rawsonville, which is a small wine-growing and farming community in the Breda River Valley. The climate is hinterland Mediterranean, with cool rainy winters and warm dry summers. Due to its more inland location, winters can sometimes get frosty, with heavy snowfall sometimes falling on the surrounding high ground, and summers are generally pleasant, although some February and March days can reach 38 degrees or higher. Farms in the area were occupied by European settlers from 1709. By the 1850s, the necessity for the formation of a hamlet had become clear when the ward was cut off from Worcester during the rainy season, when the Breda River burst its banks regularly. The farm known as Aan de Smalblaar was transported to Johannes Petrus Jordan on the 23rd of July 1858. Jan Jordan divided a portion of the farm into 57 residential plots, and these were sold at a public auction on the 11th of June 1859. The town was named for William Rawson, the Cape Colonial Secretary. Under the Village Management Act, Rawsonville was granted town management in 1883. From this point, the road drops steadily down towards the main bridge over the Holsloot Rivier. The mountains on the left have their third name change, this time to the Stettynsberge. Note that the bridge is single width. From the bridge, you'll see the earthen wall of the Stettyn Dam on the left and slightly ahead. After clearing the bridge, the road bends sharply to the left, then traverses the grounds of the maintenance staff homes that take care of the dam. Proceed dead slow through the small settlement. After the left-hand bend has been completed, there's a short straight section which is followed by an easy right-hand curve. As this big curve straightens out, the road appears to terminate at 2 of the bigger houses, but if you look to the right of the lower house on the left, you'll see a concrete driveway that appears to go behind the house. This is the actual road which you must take to get to the dam wall. Remember to watch part 5 and the final video in this series on the beautiful Stettynskloof Pass.